Okay, it's just getting started. We've got a great big starter lump. There's always a big lump to start off. It's almost like a plug when the glass is melted down through the pot. It takes a while. I've just mounted a piece of gutter, like standard rain catcher gutter that we use for houses. I've just mounted it here to catch these, so when they come out they run. Now you can see here we got this big lump, and if I want I can just slow it down and retard it. So just let it fall down, and I'm just going to let it stream. We got a nice big fat stream coming down there. I'll just cut it and let it run out. And now you can see what the roller is for. It allows me to catch this glass and just pull it, so I get a nice long continuous steady stream coming off the roller. Now I can control the size of, or the diameter of this stream by the amount of tension I put on it. If I pull fast, it'll thin out. There, I'll just speed it up, and there. If I speed up the pull, it'll thin out the strand. If I slow it down, it'll thicken it up. Okay, now we got a nice little fat torpedo shaped bits. I've decided to start calling these chubby bits. I just really love the shape of them. Produce all kinds of fascinating designs. Just really fun to play with. So just going to let that run down, and get a nice little twist on the glass. See, it's these character shapes that make her interesting. So we'll just let that run out, and that'll start again. It'll form another. If I just let it drop, it'll start to build up a large chubby bit, and then pull it out very, very fast, because the weight of that will stretch out the glass until it's almost thread thin. By doing this, I just cut it and I'll let it build up again, so another lump bit will start up. Another fat fella dropping down here. I'm just really, really pleased with the way these colors are streaking. That they're not blending together at all. They're getting a complete color separation between the yellow, red, and orange. Okay, I'm just gonna start playing with this. I've got these two rods I can just use to bend the glass as it's coming down. I can just tug it, pull it into crazy shapes. If I get up quite high, the glass is really very soft, and I can manipulate it, make figure eights. Try a little knitting here. Fun technique when the glass is coming down. I can take these mashers and fold the glass to get actual tight folds, and see, the glass has a sweet spot, a point at which it's soft enough to be bent, and it starts to harden fairly quickly. As it's coming down, it's glowing, it's still very soft, so I can bend it. I can get a tight fold back and forth. I've got a piece of pipe that I've just drilled a hole in it, and I'm just going to thread the molten glass into that hole, and as it comes down, I'm going to wind it. So I'm going to try and create a coil of glass wrapped around this pipe. And once I've got the glass at the right tension, I can just continue to wind it up. We had a pot that contained 1.5 cups capacity of scrap glass. It was a mix of yellow and orange and marigold. We just melted it down. This is all that we got out of it. Great collection of stuff for a bunch of fun projects. I demonstrated how we could just delicately, gently pull the glass and make stringers. It's not particularly difficult. I'm not thrilled with the idea of making stringers and rods, although many are. If I wanted to make multicolored ones like these are, it'd be interesting to do with the Vitrigraph, but I can buy stringers, I can buy rods. What I can't buy is all of these other character things that I can do with a Vitrigraph. I can't buy these glass knots that I can use in all kinds of interesting configurations. I certainly can't buy glass coils like these that I'm going to take these, stand them up, and fire them to a tack fuse so they flatten out and create what is like a series of concentric rings. I can't buy all of these wonderfully wild character shapes that can be used to create all kinds of special character designs. I certainly can't buy these really gorgeous multicolored chubbies that are so outstandingly unique. This is something that only a Vitrigraph can produce. So to me, the idea of a Vitrigraph is to do the things that a Vitrigraph can do and leave the things that can be done in another way to be done in another way. Here's a finished tray done by just tack fusing a whole lot of the different colored streamers that came out of the Vitrigraph and then just slumping it into a tray shape. Just kind of another interesting variation on what you can do with the stuff made from a Vitrigraph.